What up, everybody? Welcome back for another session of the Weekend High Podcast, episode number 5. We back at you this weekend. Your boy KZ and my co-host. They're gonna introduce themselves. What's up, fellas?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy CT out here on the West Coast.
It's me Swagger in Indiana. What's happening?
Yes. What up to all the weekenders out there? I want to give a special shout out once again. We got some more subscribers. We growing big every day, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We see you liking the videos. We see you sharing the videos, subscribing, keep on doing what we do. But we're going to get right into it for another weekend. We're going to go right into it, man. I ain't going to play. We're going to go on a lighter note because, you know, we always hit y'all with the hard stuff first a lot of times. We're going to go right into the lighter side of things. I don't know if my fellas, did y'all hear about this? There was there's something going on with the space shuttle crew, SpaceX crew. These guys, there's a big dilemma going on with the SpaceX crew. As we know, everybody been going to goddamn space lately, man. Like, you done seen William Shatner old ass in space. He done resumed his Captain Kirk role. That motherfucker like, I'm in space. You know, he look all doped up and fat and shit. Let me quit talking shit about William.
I've never been so moved.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what he did say. He did say that shit. He was like, I've never been so William shot a big ass. He said he never been so moved. Well, anyway, the real life space crew, they said the astronauts for SpaceX crew, they actually departed the International Space Station on Sunday, and actually they're gonna be stuck using diapers on the way home because of the capsule's broken toilet.
Damn.
So that's gonna be a stanky ass ship, man. I mean, that motherfucker. That motherfucker, it's gonna be doo-doo floating in the air, you know what I'm saying? Like a payday bar.
Hey, but
look like a chocolate payday.
Smell, though. It probably is, in all likelihood, it won't have an odor, will it?
Shit, more likely it is. Have you ever been around anybody with adult diapers?
Straight still air.
Man, stagnant air. They said, check this out. NASA astronaut Megan McArthur described the situation Friday as suboptimal but manageable. She said her and the rest of her 3 crewmates, they're gonna spend 20 hours in the SpaceX capsule from the time it had basically before the time I guess what they call hatching. The hatches are closed until Monday morning's planned splashdown. So they're supposed to come back this Monday, but they basically in the air stinking right motherfucking now as we speak.
They could probably hold it too and just peeing on themselves. They gonna get a little diaper rash, little shit.
Damn, you see by the picture there, they holding peppers. You know, so they assholes.
Oh man,
they assholes. You see all the peppers they holding. They assholes is gonna be explode. It's gonna be a situation up in that motherfucker, man.
They're gonna smell like spicy shit up in there, man. God,
you know what I'm saying? They lucky they ain't got no black astronaut up there with them this time. Cause that black astronaut probably have been like, man, you stinking motherfuckers, man. That whole ship probably gonna be stuck. Imagine the motherfucking crew, they gotta clean that bitch when they come back.
Yeah, it's gonna be common everywhere in that motherfucker.
Yeah, because them capsules are renewable. Like, you just keep using the same ones over and over.
Yeah, man. So they gotta wear a diaper. They gotta wear a diaper.
Pamper.
Yeah, pamper. So they gonna be pamper gonna be full to the motherfucker.
Eli, you better fix that shit when they get back, man. They have them in there stinking.
Hell yeah, they gonna have a big ass tub of Desitin when they get back.
You know what I'm saying? What would you do if you was in that situation? You just gonna roll with it? He's like, man, I just got shit on me, man. Fuck.
Hey, no, man, I just wouldn't eat, but I would drink. So I could deal with some wet Pampers, but I ain't gonna shit nowhere. Fuck that.
Shit. The first thing I do is hide them damn peppers. I'm not eating that nasty shit.
You know,
spicy shit, spicy.
Yeah, they got the spicy shit, boy. I ain't gonna lie, man. That motherfucker, they growing peppers on that bitch and shit. They acting the food. Man, that actually rolls us into our next topic. We back with Facebook. Formerly known as Facebook, now it's called Metaverse. New situation with Metaverse. I don't know if y'all heard about this. Basically, right now, they are reportedly planning to open retail stores to further build Metaverse up. Basically, in the New York Times, inside source is reporting that Meta has serious plans to open a collection of retail stores all over the world. The concept of Meta retail stores will be positioned to introduce users to devices made by Meta's Reality Labs division, including virtual reality headsets and forthcoming augmented reality glasses. Both devices are integral parts of the metaverse, which is described as a futuristic digital world where people move from virtual to augmented versions of reality almost seamlessly. The Meta stores also help to demonstrate that virtual reality and augmented reality can be just as founder Mark Zuckerberg envisions it fun and exciting. So basically, they trying to set this shit up. We reported this last time about the metaverse, so they really trying to do this. So they have stores. You're gonna be in virtual reality. So I mean, just like we saying like last time, like you're gonna be able to get, you know what I'm saying, prostitutes and pussy and get high in virtual reality. Like they making this a thing. Like that movie, like that. What's that show on Netflix? The one Black Mirror. And that dude was banging his homeboy and shit. It's gonna be some shit like that. They really doing this. So
yeah, it's gonna be a whole virtual world, like everything from stores to shopping, how you network, everything. It's like you just come home and plug in like a zombie and you're in a whole nother world.
What you feel about that, man?
I'm gonna check it out, but I'm not active on social anyway. I mean, I'm down to say happy birthday or sorry for your loss. That's the only thing I do.
Hell no. Soon you're gonna be able to go on there and tell a person face to face, I'm sorry for your loss.
Hey, I'm gonna walk up to the next person and hand them a piece of paper that's gonna have our podcast on it.
I heard that. Yeah, I think it's gonna start to get kind of crazy now, man. Like they slowly pumping it in, like man. So they already coming up with retail stores for this. This is what I'm tripping on.
Yeah, but like if they have a store around the corner, I go around there and get on a game or something, just to see what it's about.
Right.
But as far as like moving around in there, I don't know how much it really has to do with what I'm into.
You go in that bitch like a escape room and don't escape that bitch. Yo ass be digitally. Oh, he's digitally missing and shit. We got his body right here.
Right, that movie with Jason Schwartzman, that virtual reality is like a Sims movie. I forget what it's called.
Hell yeah.
But when I seen the graphics, it looks just like Sims. Like you put on these ocular things and just basically live like Sims.
That's crazy. People gonna have double lives on that bitch and shit.
Yeah.
Niggas gonna be cheating.
Yeah.
My virtual
they definitely gonna do that.
Go around the corner to get some pussy. You fuck with the bitch in the big pink house.
You know what I'm saying? You got a virtual side bitch and shit.
You can be wherever you want on there.
You know, that's crazy. So yeah, man, y'all stay on the lookout for that. That shit is really happening. It is coming to a store near you soon. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, but on another note, a big note, back in the entertainment. Well, actually not back in the entertainment world. This is some news I know you guys might have heard of. One of my most favorite food chains have been going through a lot of bullshit lately. Popeyes with the rats, and they got caught up with the rat situation at Popeyes. You know, that kind of fucked me up because you know I fuck with Popeyes, but I ain't fuck with them in a minute. Since I
like raccoon.
You know what I'm saying? So basically what happened now is the man that recorded the video of the rats running around in the Popeyes chicken joint, he has been suspended without pay for recording that fucking video of the rat infestation. It's at a Popeyes in the DC area. It said basically Ricardo Land recorded a TikTok video showing multiple rats crawling around DC Popeyes, and it has gone viral. Because of his actions, he now says he has been suspended without pay. Creating a GoFundMe account. He explained he's a father of 5 and needs to take care of his family. Ricardo wrote, I have been suspended from my job due to exposure of Popeye's franchise due to a swarm of rats in the place. Land continued to say, I have a family of 5, and due to this incident, my family will be hurt by my employer. Initially requesting $10,000, he has now raised nearly $20,000. So the people showed up for my man, and he got 20 racks, which is appropriate, man. The man shouldn't be fired just because he exposed. I mean, who the fuck want to work in the goddamn Popeyes? You got a battle racks. You and that bitch trying to cook chicken. He probably the nigga that fried the chicken and shit, the one you be looking for that be having that shit right, golden brown.
Yeah.
He frying the chicken. Get back. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker back there fighting and shit. No wonder they chicken be taking so long to get run done. Cause you be in line, you be like, God damn, we in this bitch.
Hey, I bet you one thing though. I bet they get that infestation taken care of. He ain't doing nothing but bringing awareness to the issue, and for them to be suspending him without pay, it seems like he should have a retaliation lawsuit, shouldn't it?
I believe so. Hopefully, a lawyer will reach out to him pro bono. You know what I'm saying? Because the man got 5 kids working at Popeyes. I'm sure he got the bag
for less and settle.
Yeah, he definitely got a case. So any lawyers out there, any black lawyers, y'all see this, look up Ricardo Land, man. Help the brother out because, you know what I'm saying, I don't think he should be fired just because he exposed. He probably did that, like I said, because he probably got tired of fucking, how he was like, hey, Ricardo, go back there and get some more chicken. He was like, damn, I got to go back in this motherfucking freezer. These motherfucking rats back here.
Yeah, he probably already saw some rat turds in the shake and so he's like, oh, no, fuck this.
Tell his family, hey, man, if you ever come to the job, don't order them pies, nigga. That ain't... Order one of them motherfucking pies we got. We'll have a surprise in that bitch. Some apple turnover. That ain't apple in that turnover.
Hey, it's some ratatouille shit back there. They making chicken sandwich. They like, we gotta get to work.
Yeah, back there, motherfucking shaking up the chicken.
You know what I'm saying? They go back there. You know what I'm saying? Fight by battling rats and shit. And,
I heard I had a job shortage.
That is crazy. Hey, we're gonna go right to sports real quick. We're gonna take a little sports turn to sports. We're gonna make a little detour to a big sports story that's been coming out. Swag will give y'all a little more info on it. That's about your man, what your boy Steven bloviating. That's that man. That's that man. Aaron Rodgers. That man. Kyrie gotta be ashamed of himself. You know what I'm saying? This nigga now, it just popped off the other day, man. And Jay Williams called him out and said, man, you ain't have all that heat for Aaron Rodgers. Your boy lied.
I'm gonna need that same energy. Yeah, man. That bad man is in the news. Aaron Rodgers. I gotta figure out how to use this laptop. Okay. All right. So, Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers said he did not lie when discussing his vaccinations status. He has also followed all protocols for unvaccinated players and explained his reasoning for getting one of the traditional not getting one of the COVID-19 vaccines before the season. Rodgers tested positive for COVID-19 on Wednesday. He is considered unvaccinated by the NFL and NFL Players Association and is on a 10-day minimum quarantine that will keep him out of Packers game Sunday at the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, when they asked him, was he vaccinated? He said, "Yeah, I'm immunized." That's the quote he gave. That was a play on words.
Yeah, the motherfucker is immunized, nigga.
Hell yeah, he got the antigens now. Shit.
Taking them horse pills, man. He's listening to that okie doke.
Joe Rogan. Yeah. I mean, you know what? I'm not really mad at Aaron Rodgers for saying that. That was just a slick way of saying that was some shit I would have said. Like, yeah, nigga, I'm immunized.
You know what I'm saying? He probably like all the niggas that like, yeah, but I had this shit in December.
Right. 19. Right. I was immunized back when I was born, nigga.
But the thing about it, when he lied when he was doing that Jeopardy show, because everybody that was on set was supposed to have their vaccinations, all the cast members. So that's just the big thing.
Wow,
especially in Hollywood, because he's working out here trying to protect everybody, and it's a big deal, man. I'm surprised he's not going to get any lawsuits or suspensions by the NFL or anything.
I bet he won't get that host job now.
Yeah, he probably won't.
He ain't getting that, motherfucker.
I mean,
Hey, he was immunizing the blood of the lamb.
I mean, his color don't save him from a little bit of the backlash. Cause see, you ain't really heard shit. I ain't really been hearing.
Charlamagne say he got the protection for the protection.
Right, because like ever since the story came out, like I've been hearing about the story, but like I said, I don't really see people going in like they did on Kyrie. Like I was seeing motherfuckers was like having witch hunts, like burn him. Motherfuckers had, you know what I'm saying? They was like going crazy over that. I was like, damn, what's the big deal? You know what I'm saying? Man, just don't want to, you know, that's on him, you know. But yeah, this is crazy, man. I want to see in the coming weeks, because you know this story just broke, so. You know, I want to see in the coming weeks how hard they go at him and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? These other sports shows, Skip. And
hell yeah, because I mean, he giving press conferences without a mask, and I swear that's an NFL facility, right?
Right.
Yeah. So the biggest backlash he's getting right now really is how he's following Joe Rogan, and like people are really get to see how big his following is, who's really listening to him. And how he can affect other people around him.
Joe Rogan has a wide range of respect. Shout out to Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame Joe Rogan either. It's like shit. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't really blame Joe Rogan either. I was like, shit, that's all Aaron Rodgers, you know.
I know somebody personally that did the same thing Joe Rogan did.
Oh, the horse pill.
With the ivermectin, the vitamin A drip, vitamin C, all that, and they only felt sickness for a day and a half. You know them too, Keith. I ain't gonna say their name. I'll tell you all after the cast.
I think I know who it is. Who you talking about?
Yeah,
you already know who you talking about. This motherfucker is Breaking Bad in real life. I know exactly who he talking. It's a coworker used to be an ex-coworker of ours. He cool people though. He crazy as hell. This motherfucker crazy, but that motherfucker Breaking Bad for real.
He real though. He ain't afraid of anything.
Nah, I could believe it. You know, me, I've been on the, you know what I'm saying? I'm on the push for, of course, you know, the black seed. I take the black seed oil and the Irish seed moss and the turmeric and shit. So I've been working with it at that and haven't caught, you know what I'm saying? I've been fortunate not to catch it. And I've been traveling, doing what I've been doing. But also, you know, I've been masked up when I'm supposed to and all that type of shit. I don't really be... Yeah, I always be masked up around. I don't really be around people that much, you know. But I you know, but like I said, that's everybody's choice. It should be everybody's choice. My choice is to take natural supplements, and they work for me. But one thing I will say, like I say, just because I do it, y'all don't mean I'll do it. But I don't have underlying health conditions either. You know what I'm saying? I'm a healthy as a motherfucking ox. So what works for me may not work for others, and vice versa. But you know, in all cases, just do what's best for you, and you know, try to protect yourself and your family, man. You know. So, all right, we're gonna move on. If y'all ain't got nothing to add to that, we're gonna move on. Let's see here. Oh, we're gonna keep it on sports, man. It's on you. It's on you, Swag. You got some more about sports, and I'll lead you into it. Basically, let me go ahead quarterback. So we talk about the quarterback. We got Colin Kaepernick had his limited series come out this week. Colin in black and white. It was, you know what? And at first, I was kind of against watching it because you know Ava DuVernay. I'm not a fan of hers, but she had something to do with it.
Leave that woman alone.
I just had to let you know I'm not a fan of Ava DuVernay. She
ban him.
No, I wouldn't say ban her, but I just say I wouldn't say ban. You know, I ain't in the cancel culture. I mean, still let her do it. I think she do a lot of black trauma stuff, and she kind of show black men and not a strong light. That's the only issue I got with her.
I really don't have too much for argument against the last part.
Yeah. You know, I mean, you know, I'm not against her. I'm glad the sister is doing movies, but you know what I'm saying. So everybody got their lane. So I ain't gonna, you know, look at Spike Lee. I mean, that was my dude, and that Spike, so he all over the fucking place. But I thought it was really well put together. I thought it was like at first, you know, a lot of stuff be all PC and stuff, but I like how they snuck a lot of the woke shit, a lot of some militant, you know, I guess people would say quote unquote militant or hotep shit up in there. I do like that. It was like I think it was like a rated G, like Hidden Colors, like a G rated Hidden Colors or something.
Yeah,
that's kind of it. Yeah, but go ahead, Swag. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no, y'all go ahead because I'll unpack it at the end with my take on the first episode.
Okay. I did watch the whole thing, and like I said, for what it was worth, and especially, I'm a dude who like the Hidden Color series. Buck Breaking, watch that. Buck Breaking. They coming out with Buck Breaking 2. Shout out to Tariq Nasheed and his podcast Tariq Radio. But I for what it was worth, I knew it wasn't gonna be on that type of Tariq Nasheed type of level. But it was good for what it was worth. It was a good watch. I will say that it was a good watch. Like if far as like kids, I would let the kids watch that. You know what I'm saying? But I would explain certain things, because certain things is like, y'all kind of, you know what I'm saying, teeter-tottering on that. But for overall, I think it was good. I think it was great. I give it. If it was 4 out of 5 stars, I give me 3.5 on it. Give me 3.5. It was okay.
Yeah, so I like that. And I have multiracial children, so well, not children. One of them's grown, but I have a 13-year-old, and we're gonna sit down and watch it together. But I did see the first episode, and what really gripped me with it was how Colin Kaepernick. It started off with like a green screen presentation. Spoiler alert. So spoiler, I'm gonna raise my hand after I'm finished talking. You can come back if you don't want to hear it. Okay, so anyway, so it started out with the NFL Combine, the scouting combine. You know how the college juniors and seniors get together with a test of skill to set themselves apart from the other rookies. Now, it was green screen, so it was like he was there, but he was still narrating. But then all of a sudden it went black fake. I wasn't even a fade to black screen. It came up with the same athletes with afro rigs bound in yokes and chains. And then he went with the metaphor likening it to the slave trade. That's what got me right there. And I knew right then and there that was gonna be different. I like it. I didn't expect much out of it, because we were just talking last week. Where's Kaepernick? We was just saying this last week. And that's what he been working.
What you think, C?
Unfortunately, I haven't seen the show yet, but I definitely will check it out. I definitely want to support Colin Kaepernick and see what the message he has out there for everybody to hear. He's been very vocal in the community, and he's pretty much been just want to show everybody like what his story is, what he went through.
And you know what? And that's what I liked about it. Like, this is a dude who a lot of times, when we see his stories of, I know Swag, he has an interracial kid, but it's different. He's a black man. But I'm talking about a lot of times when we see these stories with interracial kids and then they raised by white people, a lot of times they don't come out right, man. They come out kind of like, they don't really have a sense of culture. They like, you know what I'm saying? They don't really understand.
Yeah, they still like, kind of green, even though they black.
Right. What I liked was his parents was that way. His parents was like they wasn't with no cultural or no black type stuff. But what I loved about Colin is he, for whatever reason, he honed into his blackness. Like, it was calling him damn near. You know what I'm saying?
It was.
And I like that. And he was like, he wasn't ignoring that call. He was going to the hood. He was living in the suburbs, going to ride his bike to the hood to kick it and shit, get his hair braided. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I like.
Informational stuff, because I didn't know that about him either. Like,
yeah.
I didn't know he had he was adopted. I didn't know he had was raised by a Caucasian couple. I was wondering, like, where's the black family at? What's going on? Now I see.
See, what it is his mother and daddy had him when he was teenagers, and it was a black man, and he never met his father to this day. He never didn't know who his daddy is, but his mom and daddy was teenagers. And so his mother was white, but she put him up for adoption, and then the white couple adopted him. But I do like the fact that the dynamic of that, he had to deal with racism even in his home. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was soft racism. Like, don't get me wrong, the little white couple, I believe they loved him, but it was like some like that soft, but like I don't
Nah,
know.
hateful, nah, hateful.
Right. It was like that like passive aggressive type shit. Like shit was happening to him.
Yeah,
and
like
white
I
people-
don't like it, but I really don't know what I don't like. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, like when the dude helped the elevator, and then the white man was like, he asked his parents, like, "Are you okay with this black man?" And he's like, "Yeah, we okay." Colin was like, "Yeah, we okay." Like, damn. Like every time I roll up on some white people, they think we, you know what I'm saying? So and the funny part about it is his parents was like, "Why are you tripping?" And that was so hard. Think about how to deal with that. Like you like, damn, y'all don't see what the fuck this motherfucker, this racist shit this dude just did, and y'all my parents. They're like, yeah, Colin, what's your problem? Calm down. He like, really? You know what I'm saying? That I'm telling you, it's
but
good.
whoever thought this was gonna be fluffy is gonna be surprised.
Yeah. Because think about it, because he's showing you, he's like, shit, I had to deal with racism with the parents I had, like in the home and outside of the home. So it's like he never forgot. That's what I do like about Colin Kaepernick. He has never tried to hide his blackness at all. You know what I'm saying? He could have been said like, oh, I'm mixed with this, I'm mixed with white. You know what I'm saying? He could have pushed that like, oh, went to the white side, whatever, but he didn't. He like held strong his blackness. That's what I do like about Colin Kaepernick. I don't agree with everything he did or said or whatever, but I'm just saying the fact that he stands strong in his blackness, that's what it's like, okay.
And the important thing for his, like, really, he had nobody to turn to and to speak like what's going on in his life, and that's
he had his little homeboy. That's what really put him on. His little homeboy that he was going to school with, playing ball with, turned him on to the girl that was braiding the hood. He was like, go see her. So he still.
And that's his first little taste of culture too.
Right. Because he seen his homeboy's braids and he was like, dang, them fresh. I want to get something like that. He like,
go ahead and say something.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? He's like, damn, nigga, them hard. I like that. Them Iversons, and dude was like, man, I got the hang time. He was good. And and everything. So he put Colin on. And then, but what I did like about it is his mother seen that, like, damn, he knew he wanted to be around his people culturally. So she sought out the people she sought out to braid his hair. They braided his hair better than the little girl, because the little girl had him with like sores on his head and shit was all inflamed. When you braid your hair first braided, it should be all. She braided it too tight, and so his mom asked some coworkers at work, because she was a nurse. She asked some black coworkers, and they was looking at her like, "Bitch, if you don't get the fuck out of here, can you make my son look like?" Right, but she didn't really know how to act, and she pulled out the Slam magazine with Iverson. She was like, "Do you know somebody who can make my son's hair look like this?" And then they was like, "Oh, okay, we're gonna put a homegirl on and shit." So they took her under the wing and shit. And he had gear. He was seeing all the gear. He was like, "Oh, Fat Farm," and saying "Fubu," and that motherfucker was happy. Like, "Oh, I can get some gear now." You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to Colin Kaepernick, man. That dude. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, for the record, y'all, we only talking about the first episode, so it's in there.
Yeah, I kind of went through the whole thing because I seen it all. I kind of summarized it, but hey, man, that should make you want to watch it more. But okay, we're gonna roll right into the next subject. We're gonna roll right into the next subject. We got another sports topic for you. Big sports topic in the NFL world. Henry Ruggs III. He had gotten to basically drinking and driving. I guess got into a fatal accident. He was driving a Corvette 56 miles an hour and killed somebody. Swag will elaborate a little more on that.
Yeah, Henry Ruggs, man, he's in high water. He was on the Las Vegas Strip, and he topped out at about 156 miles an hour, and then he killed a 23-year-old female and her dog.
Damn.
Now, I know the PETA people probably gonna turn up on his ass if don't nobody. Yeah, man, he's facing 2 more felony counts, a gun charge, because I guess he had a gun.
I didn't know that.
Former Raiders wide receiver, former Raiders wide receiver Henry Ruggs III is facing 2 additional felony charges, as well as a misdemeanor following his involvement in a fiery car crash early Tuesday morning that left a 23-year-old woman and her dog dead, and Ruggs and his girlfriend injured, according to court records. Ruggs, 22, initially faced being charged with felony driving under the influence, resulted in death, and reckless driving after prosecutors said he was driving 156 miles per hour and had a blood alcohol level more than twice the state legal level.
Damn.
Oh yeah, that's a bad night.
Hey man, I feel bad for that brother, man, because he's only a rookie, man. And was he a rookie or is his second year?
Yeah, he's in his second year, man.
I just feel bad, man.
But he did get released on $150,000 bail and is currently being monitored at home electronically. And he gave up his passport, and he's not allowed to drink alcohol, so he can still smoke all the pot he wants.
Well, I feel bad for the whole thing. I feel bad now. Respectfully, I feel bad for the person who lost their life, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't get to go home and bail out and, you know what I'm saying, chill and smoke and all that shit. That motherfucker is out of here. You know what I'm saying?
One person's bad decision costs, a life in the animal's life.
And I hate it because, that person that lost their life, they ain't, you know what I'm saying, they probably just doing their thing, probably coming home from work, doing whatever, you know what I'm saying?
She probably just hit on the Keno and shit. She's on the strip. She probably just hit on Keno and trying to take a card in the wind.
Yeah. I mean,
and the tragic thing is, I heard that she was still alive. She was trapped in the car and trying to get out.
Oh,
that was the tragic thing. So they heard all the screaming and everything.
Aware that she was fucked up.
Yeah, they couldn't get her out.
She wasn't blessed with dying instantly.
No, it went really bad. And what I've been hearing is a lot of people have been turning against the girlfriend for not taking the charge, not saying that she was the driver. Basically saying that you're messing your money up.
His girlfriend? Wait. His girlfriend was in the car with him?
I think them days is over.
Wait. Hold on. But so the girlfriend was in the car with him?
Yeah, she was in the car with him.
And she lived in
she ain't jump over in the driver's seat. They gonna knock her. Fuck
yeah, they trying to knock her for not trying to take the charges.
Oh man, I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, like,
motherfucking the days is over, man. That reverse chivalry beta dude.
But like,
let the girl go down.
But like, if she was sober, he should have let her drive. Shit.
But you think about people's mentality. It's like, I'm all right. I can drive. I'm okay. Especially a big football player like that.
I ain't never been like that. Yeah. I give you my keys quick to the motherfucker. I want you to drive. Like
exactly.
Here, nigga.
Yeah, you drive.
You drive. I don't want to. I'm infamous. Like, only time I got to drive is like we all fucked up. Like, okay, I'll sober up and get us home, bro.
Yeah, we drawing straws at that point.
Hell yeah, but like,
in this day and age, you can call fucking Uber. And there's a professional team. I'm sure they have somebody they can call to get around.
They do.
Yeah, man.
In Vegas, I'm pretty sure they got a fleet of teams.
Like, he probably could have left his car there and came or sent somebody to go get it. One of his homeboys or something, like, hey man, go pick up my car. I'm fucked up out here, G.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
56 in traffic, so it's a special piece.
Like, you gotta. I mean, when you got that type of opportunity and money, man, you gotta be motherfucking smart, man. You can't be doing
generational wealth. Now his family going. I mean, they got this.
You can't be doing it because it's like you got to remember, nigga. You the product. You the product, nigga.
Hey, so if you the product, playing in Canada now.
Like he's facing 42 years.
Yeah, I mean, he could go as little as 2 years. It said 2 to 42 more, and he ain't gonna get 2. We know that. You know what I'm saying?
Maximum 42. Yeah.
Because he was it was reckless driving, and you know what I'm saying, all of that shit. You ain't getting 2 years out of that. And a motherfucker died. No, he getting no less.
And we don't have any information on the victim, do we?
I was hearing. I don't have no information on the victim, but I was hearing that his lawyer was saying he'd probably get like 12. That's still a minute, you know what I mean? But
yeah, he won't be playing again in the NFL.
I'm just saying though, but like it's definitely in that situation, man. I do not get motherfuckers who drink and drive. Like, I could get it if you ain't got nobody else, you in a fucked up situation, but like, if you rich, you got money. So it's like, nigga, you could have called a motherfucking luxury Escalade to pick you and your girl up, and then be like, call the guys and be like, yo, G, hey, go pick up my ride, my Corvette and shit. I left it at such and such. Or, you know what I'm saying? Think about it. You play for the Raiders. The hotel would have did that for you. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is. Like, you a big name in the city. You on the football team. So they like, all you had to do is tell the hotel casino manager, like, look, look, my rider, this Henry Ruggs III with you know what I'm saying, with the Raiders, my rider here. Can y'all keep a lookout on it? They would have been like, oh yeah, we got you, bro. Or if they would have been on some fuck you shit, nigga, you got money to be like, nigga, fuck you. I send somebody to get my shit, you know. But like I mean, I pray for that brother and I pray for that family who lost their loved one. And like I hate situations like this, man. Like, because Henry Ruggs was pretty decent too, man. He was kind of
wasn't bad, man. He had a nice trajectory going. Hey, not for nothing, and just to shoot Shorty some bail, she's the one that got the gun charge, so I imagine she did take the pistol from me.
Oh, his girl took the gun charge.
Yeah, she got the gun charge, unless she like Yosemite Sam and Samantha and shit.
Wow.
She took the gun for him.
Hell no. Damn, that is crazy. That's crazy, man. That's a wild situation. Speaking of wild situations, since we on crazy shit, we might as well go jump into entertainment with your boy Ye. He was on the Drink Champs the other night live. I watched it. Ye, man, I don't know what's going on with Ye here. He fucked his hair up. You know how your hair be looking when you got the Walmart clippers and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like Patches. That nigga named Patches now. He should take his name Patches. The Patch.
Patch Adam.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. Them old Oster clippers. You know, your dad got from like Kmart back in the day. And they tried to do that. Yeah, that shit all fucked up. Yeah, Ye is back in the news. He was on Drink Champs interview, and Kanye West, he basically it was basically a big rant. He lashed out at Kamala Harris, and he admitted he is still a Trump supporter in his Drink Champs appearance on Thursday night. He said, this is quote from Kanye, you know, Pusha T voted Democrat, voted for Kamala. We ain't seen her since the election either. Shit, we ain't seen her either, Kanye. So we
they got a gag going on with her.
So then he then joked the election results. They got 94 of the black female vote. You would have thought Drake was running. You know what I'm saying? That's what he said. They got 94% of the black female vote. You would have thought Drake was running. He said this quite prompted raucous laughter from the show's host Noriega and DJ F. And while West himself is pretty tickled at his jab against his certified Loverboy rival. Also, as for his failed 2020 presidential bid, West called out Big Sean and John Legend for not supporting him because Ye was trying to run for president in 2020. He said both John Legend and Big Sean, when I ran for office, got used quick by the Democrats to come at they boy that actually changed their life, and that's some sellout shit. And I don't rock with neither one of them, and I need my apology. Kanye took another shot at Kamala again, and then he said, I've still got a red hat on today. I'll let y'all know that. He said, I might not got it on, but I'll let you know where I stand. And also, he said, when I die, it's going to say I deserve to be here because I signed. He said when I die, it's going to say I deserve to be here because I signed Big Sean. He said the worst thing I've ever done was sign Big Sean. So he was taking shots at Big Sean too. Also, he said, what else did he say about him? He said, was just with this man and he ain't saying none of that. And this was after the interview. I'm dying laughing at Kanye West. This is what Big Sean said back. But Big Sean said was just with this man. He ain't say none of that. And this was after the interview. I'm dying laughing at Kanye West. I can't wait to go on Drink Champs again. That's what Kanye said. Also, and then they also discussed Kim Kardashian, and he said she's still my wife. There ain't no paperwork. All right, so what y'all think about Kanye West throwing shots at Big Sean, saying that he's the worst person I ever signed? He said my tombstone should say I'm here because I signed Big Sean.
Did either of you watch that?
Yeah, I watched it.
Did he drink?
No.
Okay.
I mean, he wasn't drinking. Like when he was saying all this shit, he had a cigar in his hand.
No, because most of the people I see go on there, everybody except for Joe Budden and Kanye drink and get drunk, and then I ain't crazy about that podcast because it catch people not at their best. You know what I'm saying? But that being aside, him not drinking, he's still 24 karat crazy, and I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know about the shots, but there's something going on between him and Big Sean.
Yeah, and him and Kim. I know he's kind of in his feelings over her dating Pete Davis, and yeah, they've been seen around town together, and I know he hates that. That's why he's still throwing that out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Ye is I like Ye, man. Oh, he also took some shots. Another thing, he took some shots at Just Blaze. He said, he said Jay-Z's best album, the one he produced half and Blaze produced half. He said 95% of that album was me, and he was like, Just Blaze basically just came in and copied me after that. Jay-Z said he was like, Jay-Z didn't say that Kanye was wrong. This is what he said. He said, because no. This what let me rewind. Kanye said, and I quote, he said that Just Blaze basically had it easy because all he had to do was copy him. And he said, this is true because he said, look where I'm at and look where Blaze at. And I fell out laughing. Everybody was laughing on the podcast. He's like, I'm just saying it's real. He's like, I'm not lying, because he said, look where I'm at and look where Blaze at. So then Jay-Z tweeted out something saying that he didn't say Kanye was wrong. This is what he said. He said Kanye was unfair. He didn't say he was wrong. He was like, he's just a little unfair.
Yeah, and then that red hat rhetoric that he spit, man. I'm just praying for my brother, man.
Yeah. Hey, man, we fuck with you, Kanye. I fuck with you, man. Keep saying that crazy ass shit. Man. Hey, nigga, let me cut your hair for like $500, nigga. I can make that shit look way more fucked up than that.
He took that razor to his eyebrows, too, right after that. Had to be.
Nigga, yeah, if you listen to this shit, let me cut your hair for $5,000, nigga. I can fuck that shit up way more than that. That nigga didn't fuck it up good enough. Like, I had your shit designs, it'd be all fuck. Nigga, I'm the Basquiat haircut, nigga.
It'd be cancer patient tea.
Nigga, I had some Basquiat designs in your shit, nigga. I'm the Basquiat of the haircut game, nigga.
You better show up to his Sunday services out there with.
I cut that shit with a butter knife and motherfucking some motor oil, nigga.
Yeah. Ray Charles say this shit on camera and did better than that shit.
Nigga, yeah, but shout out to Kanye. Kanye went off. He was acting a damn fool on that podcast, man.
I was hoping you said he drank, then we could take it with a grain of salt, but he was he was straight.
He might have drank. I just didn't see it. Like the clips I saw, he wasn't drinking. The only thing I seen him do was smoke a big ass fat stogie. He had a stogie cigar.
Yeah, man. I think he's a clean thinker. I don't even think he smokes.
Yeah, I don't really think he get like. Yeah, I don't think he smoked weed like that either or nothing like that. I think he just, you know what I'm saying. He high off himself.
He operates on a different plane. And at the risk of sounding cliche, he's always been different. But right now he on a different plane, and ain't nobody out there with him really.
Yeah. Well, speaking of entertainment, we go right into Chris' segment. He got a little quick trailer. We go a quick movie review. We're gonna do a little trailer real quick for y'all. A new movie that's gonna be coming out soon. It is gonna be called King Richard. The Venus and Serena, they daddy got a movie coming out and shit. Basically, he's just showing how he got his Joe Jackson on and was like, hey bitches, y'all about to start playing tennis. We about to get paid in this bitch. We're gonna watch this little trailer real quick, y'all, and we're gonna give you a little more insight on the movie. And here we go.
What's going on? Everybody okay?
They got a call. There's trouble in the house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You all need to look around.
It's a little wet for practice, don't you think? Don't the girls have schoolwork to do?
They do their homework. Tommy's first in her class. Lynn and Isha are too.
I don't even mind you saying we hard on these kids. You know why? Because we are. That's our job, to keep them off these streets. You want to check on the kids? Let's check on the kids. We got future doctors, lawyers, plus a couple of tennis stars in this house.
The chances of achieving the kind of success that you're talking about is just very, very unlikely.
Okay, you're making a mistake, but I'm going to let you make it. Watch me hit a few balls. All right. So tell me your names again.
I'm Venus. I'm Serena.
So what'd you think?
All right.
That's that heat right there.
All right. Kind of people was kind of getting into it.
Yeah. I was
give some info. Chris on the entertainment side of the gang. Go ahead, my nigga.
So King Richard's coming out November 19th. You guys can check that out on HBO Max or in the theaters. Support this movie. The movie's basically about Venus and Serena, and it's mostly leading more about Venus. So it's about their father taking head of just coaching them and all the drama that they went through trying to come out of the city of Compton and just make it and become stars. And he knew off top that Venus has something, but he knew Serena would be better. And Serena recently in an interview on a network, she said that she loves her sister, and she really said that she led the way for her to be a tennis star.
City of Compton.
Yeah, she just mimicked everything after her, and she had that influence. She opened the doors for her, basically. So shout out to Venus and Serena, and this movie's coming out November 12th. Y'all definitely should check that out. And even if you want to wait around and watch it on Thanksgiving with the family, definitely do that. But definitely do check this out. It has good soundtracks that has everybody loves. Beyonce.
Oh, go girl. Get it, B.
Yeah, rest in peace to their sister that passed away.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
You know, shout out to the game for saying that at the end of that one song. That's my birth. You know, that one song. At the end of
maybe I don't know about Venus and Serena's sister. She did pass away in Compton. This happened a few years ago. She was sitting in a car with her boyfriend in front of a house, and what they didn't know was the house that they were in front of was actually a trap house. So members of the Southside Crips thought that they were trying to move on them. So they just start shooting at the car, and her boyfriend who was in the car, he didn't know that she got hit, and she was shot in the head, and unfortunately she passed away in the hospital that same night. And Venus and Serena's sister was pretty much living and doing her own thing. She didn't really like taking handouts from her sisters, and that's why she stayed behind. And she just lived a normal life. Right now there's a youth center in the city of Compton with her name on there with the likeness that was donated by her sisters. So that's the backstory on that.
Yeah, I mean, not to go against the grain, but that's not exactly passing away. That's being a victim of the circumstance. That's crazy. I remember when it happened, I was like, I did not know at that point in time that Venus and Serena were from Compton. So I'm like, what, they leave their sister behind? I mean, what? But yeah, man. Question. Is Richard Williams experienced in playing tennis at all?
Not at all. He had no experience.
See, that's why I asked, because even Earl Woods, Tiger Woods' dad, was a scratch golfer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, dang.
And just so y'all know, I got Venus and Serena's older sister. Her name was Yetunde Price. That's it. Yetunde Price.
Yeah. Right.
But this dude, that's just amazing for a brother to, not even know the game and just got look where his kids is in the game.
That's
your daughter,
right there.
Your daughter, in the history of women's tennis, your daughters are both easily in the top 10.
And really,
you got one of them in Mount Rushmore.
Right.
And nobody believed in him just as much as he did. That's why he took in charge of coaching them, because people would just brush them off like, oh, these two colored girls from Compton, they're not going to do much. And he believed in them. So that's why he had to take over as being their coach.
That's what's up. That's what's up. The black men, that's what we got to do, man. Make sure we stay in our kids' lives and then try to help them further themselves through their dreams. Even if their dream don't even sound good to you, you like, man, you want to do what, nigga?
Hey,
still
man, I'm be completely honest, man. I might go see this in the theater just to support it, you know?
Right.
He said he gonna come up off the fire stick on this.
Well, no, because I got HBO Max right here, but all these Marvel movies, I've been staying inside, but I might get outside for the King Richard.
Yes, sir. Yep. Shout out to the Williams family, man. That's a hell of a story, man. That is a hell of a story to come from what they came from, and then to be where they at now. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, easily, we got one daughter easily in the top probably 5 in women's history. You got the other daughter at least in the top 10, top 15.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's nothing to put your nose down on.
The first breath of the conversation.
And the crazy thing about it is the young ladies that are in the movie, they really can play that good.
Damn.
Serena was like, she wants to play with them and mentor with them because they really could hit and play like that.
Damn.
Yeah, do the infamous put your arm around them.
Damn, that's crazy. And speaking of more entertainment news, we got to go on the bad side of entertainment news. Chris, you got the story. You got the story with Travis Scott.
Travis Scott. Well, Vinny, as y'all all know, last night was the concert on Astroworld. And it was a completely sellout concert. A lot of stars go there to perform. And during the show, a lot of people start stampeding towards it. Right now, they say allegedly 8 people have died. Travis Scott has gotten a lot of flack for saying he did not stop the show and he should have stopped it completely because he saw people were getting trampled. It was a sellout show, and like they said, it was like 100 degrees in there. You couldn't even move your arms or anything, and people started pushing forward when he was performing. So for Travis Scott, he did stop the show a little bit, and he said, security, can you help this guy right here? But it just started getting crazy and crazy, and people started pushing forward and forward.
What you said, and they start. Why? My question is, why the fuck are they going wild like this over fucking Travis Scott? This ain't motherfucking Michael Jackson and shit.
Exactly, they did a whole Michael just to hear him sing some auto tune. He up there,
oh my god! Hey, Travis Scott was on Fortnite. Hey, that's just in defense of the culture. Now, I do have an unpopular take, and the comments probably ain't gonna like me. But, I'm a musician and a musical performer, man. And as an artist, the phrase, the show must go on. It carries a lot of meaning, man, I can see why he didn't quit. That's all I'm saying.
He's just trying to defend him because his last name's Scott. He's like, wait, in this defense now, that nigga might be might be enemies down in the bloodline. Goddamn. Hey, look, it's Travis Scott, nigga. This nigga married a Kardashian. You should not be falling out and rushing the stage for motherfucking Travis. I'm not saying he's not a good artist. I'm not gonna knock him because what I'm saying, it's some cuts it was a cut he had with 2 Chainz. I dug a little bit. But I'm just saying, like, this motherfucker, this ain't like Prince. This ain't a once in a lifetime artist.
But it was really bad, y'all. It's like a lot of social media, like on TikTok, people that were there, and they were just showing people getting carried out by security because they were just passed out.
What song? I can't even think of the song that he has right now that I could. I
don't know any of that dude's songs, but
I could at least tell you a Little Baby probably song. I don't know the name of the motherfucker, but I could at least.
Hey, Miles was here. I would ask you, but
Travis Scott,
he's buzzing right now. Still, he just coming off the Travis Scott meal.
He coming off the Travis Scott meal and shit.
Get your bag, baby.
You know what? Shout out to that brother. He got people falling out for him and crying and carrying on. He like doing Michael something, Jackson, man. Shout out to that brother, man. But shout out to the people, man. But y'all chill out with all that running to the stage getting stomped and shit. Like, man, y'all calm down, man. It's just Travis Scott, man. Goddamn, it's only Travis Scott.
Hey, before you charge the stage, press like and subscribe, please.
Yes, please. Welcome back to Weekend High. Please hit that like and subscribe button. As Swag said, hit that like and subscribe button. Go ahead and fuck with your boys. Every weekend, we coming to you, trying to give you the best we got, just like Anita Baker in this motherfucker. And y'all, thank you for rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? We love the weekend. Y'all love the weekend. Hey, let's meet up every weekend. So y'all know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe. Fuck with your boys. And speaking of other things, we're gonna move right into. We will go to some more serious topics, but I'm gonna go right into this one. This one kind of caught my eye, fellas. I didn't tell y'all about this one. This lady here, this
Hey,
motherfucking
these are my favorite.
Large Marge.
Large
Marge.
Marge. Hell yeah. She do look like Large Marge. This is the township treasurer in Michigan. Township treasurer. She is under fire for calling one of the black officials there a boy. Some residents of a Michigan community are calling for its treasurer to resign after she acknowledged referring to a black official as boy. During an October 11th township board meeting, Armstrong acknowledged using boy in reference to Eason. Armstrong is the lady that you see before you, Kath. I didn't get her first name yet, but I know her last name is Armstrong. I believe it's Gloria Armstrong. Armstrong said then that the comment reflected the way Sims uses Eason to carry out her directives and how Sims, who also is black, treats him. She says, "I am not a racist." They always say that. I am not a racist. Armstrong said during the board meeting, "I have blacks in my family. My deputy treasurer is black. She's the finest person that ever walked." But that hasn't swayed the more than a dozen people protesting Thursday. A lot of brothers and sisters came out and protested in that community. As the people of this township and supporters of this township, we have to send a message. You work for the people. You don't own us, said Catherine Oliver, who helped promote the protest. The name calling cannot be excused, said Sheldon Banks, another township resident. I believe someone called Mr. Eason a boy, and the thing that upsets me the most is that he has a name, Banks said during the protest. Why can't he just be called by his name? Armstrong accused Eason earlier this year of swinging his walking cane at her, but the allegation wasn't supported by township video surveillance or a police investigation, the newspaper reported. So Large Marge Armstrong right here. Gloria Armstrong. She basically just was calling motherfucker boy. I mean, look how old she is. I wouldn't doubt that she probably did do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey boy, boy, go and get me and fetch me a cup of water.
She look like an age progression of that lady with the beret from the Goonies.
Hell yeah. So like I said, we on the local government tip, make sure on the local government tip, y'all, we get people like this out of office, like these old ass people like Large Marge right here, Armstrong. You know what I'm saying? Get her ass out. And then, if we can't get her out, you know what I'm saying? Do everything we can in our power to shed light on the bullshit that she do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
this is the type of people that keep things hidden.
It's like a way of thinking, and that's just hard coded still,
That systemic shit. Yep. Good old boys club. So
that's to get along, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, it'd be fucked up. What if Large Marge was fucking a dude? Remember, she said the dude she was telling the boy was black. Remember, and then he swung his cane at her earlier. What if they was fucking and he just got in an argument? She got mad. And, fuck you boy.
I know, just coming off a train going bad.
Right. Yeah. Right. Large Marge, she's getting beat down and stuff, and all of a sudden she like.
That's that racist light right there. Just calling you a boy. Like,
That's too much, wasn't it?
No. Oh shit! Another incident. There's another crazy incident, guys. That happened this week. Since we covered, I think we covered before where the sister was. We didn't, but it was a story that a sister. Remember, she was on the airline with her little white little sister, whatever, and they was trying to say she was kidnapping the girl. The sister was. Well, we have it in reverse now. This is a white lady who has a black daughter, and she was accused of child trafficking, sex trafficking. And let's get.
Trafficking? They took it that far?
Yeah, they basically were thinking that she was, sex trafficking. So basically, the white mom with the black daughter, she was accused of human trafficking on a Southwest Airlines flight. On October 22nd, Mary McCarthy, that's her name, booked a last-minute flight from Los Angeles to Denver because her brother had suddenly died the night before. The single mom from Mar Vista, it says she from Mar Vista, would later find unfounded Denver police investigation report from Southwest Airlines that she was a suspected human trafficker and traveling not with her own biracial 10-year-old daughter, Maura. But with the victim, she said she believes it was racially. She said it was racially motivated by the Southwest Airlines flight attendants. I was frankly forthcoming with the information. I told them our names while we were traveling and what I did for a living. At this point, they can speak with my attorney. She's, she wants an apology. She said, I travel with my daughter's birth certificate because I'm ready to answer any questions if necessary. The fact that we're mother and daughter, the fact that I'm a single parent traveling with my daughter, is a right of TSA to ask those questions. I'm open to that. But the way this was handled was so unprofessional. I will do whatever it takes to speak out against the type of ignorant behavior. Okay. Now, now I feel about that story is I'm not mad. I'm not mad at the Southwest employees for saying that she's a child trafficker. You know why? Only reason I say that because there's a lot of black kids missing in this fucking country that go, like all these, but we've been going Jelani Denny. We've been going. And that's just scratching the surface. Those are the people who got national attention. I'm sorry, y'all know what I mean. I didn't mean. But those are the people who got national attention. But there's tons of black kids that go missing every year, and a lot of them, organ harvesting, sex trafficking. So I'm not really mad at the airline for saying something, but at the same time, if the mother produced her birth certificate, but then again, that don't mean shit either. Motherfuckers be having fake birth certificates and all kind of shit. So how do you know that's real or not? You know what I'm saying?
They were going for the receipts. No, I mean, I was going to take an opposite take, but you're right, Keith. I was going to say that, it's a shame that you got to play that type of defense, especially with her being a white woman, because it seemed like she should have carte blanche. But yeah, man, it's so many of us like missing and like no one gives a hoot. And I mean, they might have been a little extra that day as an employee, but I appreciate the diligence.
That's what I'm saying. I appreciate the diligence, because what if that wasn't her mama? What if that?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like we wouldn't even be. And she's a precious looking child. You know what I'm saying? And good looking kid. You know what I'm saying?
Like mom just kind of like Rowena from Mr. Holland's Opus, and she really don't look like the type that's with black people.
Right. I do got a question though. Like, so if it's in reverse, would it be racist if they asked her? I was like, shouldn't it be the same thing?
If they would now?
Like if it was a black mother with a white child, child. Like, let's look at
I wouldn't think it'd be racist either then. Only reason I say that is because, like, you don't know. I mean, you just don't, you know what I'm saying? Not to say it can't happen, but I think they just put it this way. If we have to kind of, if on both ends, we got to be a little racial to protect the children, then I'm okay for that. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, 9 times, put it this way, but then 9 times out of 10, a black woman ain't about to steal nobody else's kid, especially a white kid. Let's be real.
And I totally feel comfortable in saying that once a sister would have produced the receipts like she did, they would have bucked to hers too. So
I do think so too. They would have bucked to hers too, even if she would have produced, because they did. Like the little girl remember that was her sister. She's like had all the info. Like, no, this is like my little sister. The black woman, she's like, no, this is like little white, but this is my little sister. So I think the airlines have a duty to check that regardless. I'm with you, Wayne. I think the airlines, they got to do diligence. They have to, what I'm saying?
Hey, they get it right sometimes.
I mean, you gonna get it wrong sometimes, but think about it. Think about, like, what if you get it right, and what if a life you save? You know what I'm saying? Like, and like I say, when it comes to kids, I take that. If they like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm traveling, let's say, I marry somebody who's, a Caucasian woman, and I'm traveling with a son. Let's say he all white, he got blonde hair, blue eyes. They looking at me like, who the fuck is you Michael Jackson? What
I mean, it could very well happen with my son and his mom. You know what I'm saying? They could go through the gate and get grabbed a little bit. I mean, they kind of look alike, but still. I mean, it could just easily happen in my neck of the woods.
Shit, yeah, hell yeah, they can. They can come up to you, be like, "Excuse me, sir." They can ask your wife, like, "Excuse me, ma'am, is this man harassing you?" Your black ass, like, this man harassing you.
And I was always wondering about this situation because at my children's former daycare, the children are biracial. The older daughter, she's darker skinned, and the younger daughter was fair skinned, like white passing, and the mother is Swedish. So I was always wondering, like, what happens in situations like that? Do people look at them funny, like, or is this your child or not, or what happens? And I knew the family, so I was like, that's their child, but people on the outside there probably would look like, is she kidnapping this little girl, or what is she doing with this girl, or like, what's going on?
Right. And I mean, but I feel that, like I said, and I hope for the biracial people or the parents who are Caucasian or other, don't be sensitive about that, because, like I said, it's just there to protect. You know what I'm saying? I think it's there to protect. Like, I don't want them like, oh man, like the lady McCarthy would say, oh, they picking on me now. Nah, they just trying to look out, because there's been a lot of missing kids lately and a lot of missing black kids like a motherfucker. So they got to look at that. Like, I think that's just natural. People going to look at that, be like, like if I'm walking, that's just like me. If I fuck around and, I walk past the zoo, I'm walking a tiger past the zoo gonna look at me like, where the fuck you get that tiger from? This nigga, who is this nigga walking this?
You gotta be walking with a monkey.
Exactly. Like, where the fuck did he? Let's check our inventory. What the fuck this nigga? You know what I'm saying? They gonna ask questions. I mean, I can't get offended. Like, I'm walking a fucking tiger past the zoo. Like, I mean, people, that's gonna spark some questions to be asked and shit. But yeah, that was a crazy story there, man. But shout out to them, and I hope they get all the lessons they supposed to get and whatnot. Let's go right now. We're gonna go into a little bit serious topic here, and we're gonna dive right. Actually, before we get to that serious topic, I do have another story that we need to cover. This story is about these sisters here. There has been an alarming rate of two stories like the same deal. Black women that are working in law enforcement have both filed discrimination lawsuits, one in Tacoma, Washington, and then the other in Baltimore, Maryland. The black women at Pierce Sheriff's Department. This is in Tacoma, Washington. 3 black women who work for the Pierce County Sheriff's Department filed a lawsuit against the county, alleging a long-standing pattern of discrimination and harassment and retaliation against minority employees. The women have been subjected to racial slurs, told they were only hired or promoted to fill a quota, called thugs because of their hairstyles, and colleagues make comments about how the COVID-19 vaccine should be tested on black people before white people, the suit says. Adam Faber, spokesman for the prosecutor's office, which represents the sheriff's department in legal matters, said he cannot comment on pending litigation. In this department, there are 47 black sworn employees in the department out of 614. Now, on the flip side, on the East Coast, so we went to the West Coast, then we're going to the East Coast, 4 veteran black female officers allege a pattern of discrimination and mistreatment inside Baltimore Police Department. One black Baltimore police officer said she had a fake rat left on her desk. Another one said,
I'm childish, don't mind.
That don't sound like some racist. Sound like you broke that blue code.
Yeah. Another said she was harassed by fellow officers while on maternity leave after making a complaint against a white male officer. Another female officer says she was involuntarily transferred and passed over for a promotion. The claims are among those made by 4 officers who spoke out against a culture of discrimination, harassment, and retaliation they say they face while working for the police department. All 4 women speaking at a news conference Friday outside City Hall about the news case. So the one in Washington, okay, now the sisters in Washington, they said that they was getting some real racism. They was getting called thugs. They was getting called thugs, and they was getting. They said they was only hired to fill a quota. They said they was getting talked about because of their hairstyles, and they said that the flim flam should have been tried out on black people instead of white people. So, what do y'all think about both of those stories there?
That situation in Washington seems a little more racially motivated than the other one. Because the other one seemed a little more blue motivated and a little more sexist. This whole situation is crazy.
Yeah, because it seems like the Pacific Northwest is the new racial mecca.
Right.
And I mean, I'm hearing a lot of bad stuff out of that area, but yeah, you're right. I think it's more politically motivated and sexist like that, the male agenda motivated there in DC.
Now in Baltimore, don't forget. Now the sister said that now the racial part component of that one wasn't the fake rat left on her desk, the gummy rat, the big ass gummy rat that left on her desk. It was the harassment she said she felt while she was on maternity leave because she made a complaint against a white officer. So, like you said, it was the blue line thing. She whistled like, "Hey, your ass shouldn't be doing this." And then, so I mean, it is still kind of racial because they, retaliation for her speaking up. Because if the white officer was doing this, beating a black man and doing something they had no business doing, and she spoke up against it, they still. But I feel you though, Chris. It is on that blue line. I think it's a little bit of both though. I think it's a tad bit of both, like on that blue line shit and like, because think about it, why else? Like right. what kind of, it didn't go into the complaint she did. What other thing could it have been like, unless the white officer was doing somebody black and she reported the shit, and then now that while she was on maternity leave, they was after her ass. So man, like yeah, man, yeah, we really got to I think we really got to be aware of these things, man. You know what I'm saying? Because in the law enforcement departments, there's like little sets, and I guess same way as on the outside, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. These sisters went through that though. But what do y'all give me some more thoughts?
What I was thinking, because when I hear about the complaints and about racist stuff happening and nothing's being done, I always think about the Christopher Dorner story. If y'all don't remember, he was the cop that was in Los Angeles with the LAPD. He filed a complaint and he was subject to the ridicule, and he was fired for making a complaint. And this is what I think about. Right, and this is what I think about all it's the blue line that you're crossing as well. And once you do that, you start to pay that hell. When in this case, I'm not gonna say too much about Christopher Dorner, but it just the chickens came home to roost that night.
I mean, like it's like you don't want to say I get it, but man, a person can take only so much.
Yeah, I don't agree with him going after their families and killing them, but damn,
I can't wait to see that movie. That's what I want.
I mean, you know what? I'm not against it. Because I'm gonna be the odd man out, I'm gonna be the odd man. You know why? Because when you think about Dylan Ruth and the shit he did and how they motherfucking took him to Burger King and all that shit. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? It goes both ways. Like I just think that a lot of times, we as black people, we always trying to take the high level, but you gotta understand these motherfucking racists, they don't take the high level. They gonna kill your black ass. So it's like sometimes I don't feel bad sometimes when we don't take the high road. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that's just part of life. Sometimes, I mean, you lucky if you get a motherfucker who take the high road in regular life. Let's say if you get in an altercation or something. So it's like, I'm not saying, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I wish nobody families passed and all this kind of stuff, but I'm just saying like, sometimes your family will take the cost for your actions. Regardless of what, you could be selling drugs, you could be doing you could do a legit job, you could talk shit about a motherfucker.
Hey, that's why superheroes have a secret identity to protect their family.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, so I don't feel bad for what Dorner did. I mean, because think about it. If you think about all the level of racism he was seeing in that department and what he went through, what you got to think like this: what would push him to go that far? He had to see something to go through something.
Change status,
right? Like the motherfucker just didn't go crazy. This motherfucker wrote a manifesto. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying he was actually very intelligent. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not like I agree with Chris. I'm with Chris. I mean, I don't want a motherfucking family to die and all that shit. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying that it's like this. I would probably not do that, but do I feel you on that? Yeah, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like put it this way. Like when I'm gonna tell you this, like when the other side get tired of something, what they do? They go get violent. January 6th, they went to the Capitol, didn't they? They didn't sit around and wait and say, you know what?
They line, and when that line
we're gonna take the high road. When something don't go their way, they go to act. What do they say? Give me liberty or give me death. That's the shit they be on. And then it's like for black people, it seems like we be scary. We be always trying to take the high road to be like, well, no. I mean, but you know what? That's our nature. We are good people, so I respect us to do that. But I'm just saying, sometimes, every now and then, it's gonna be a Nat Turner up off this motherfucker.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a Nat Turner, because you can say the same thing about Nat Turner that you saying about Chris Dorner. Like, well, you know, Nat Turner, he should have killed their families and did all this stuff, but you gotta understand what that man was going through, what level. So I mean, I guess there's levels to it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I still, hey, I understand. I get it.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I've been systemically put in the position, but personally, I ain't been shit on that much since like middle school. So I ain't never been put in that type of position where I've had those type of thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
But I can definitely see gun to head, either them or me, and then coming down to it. I'm gonna go for me and mine. That might not be the way to do it, but I just be going to an extreme. You know what I mean?
Right. You know, yeah, that's just true. That's true. Shout out though. That was good. That was a good story right there, man. That leads us into another story, one of our main stories here. Let's get to one of our main topics here. We're gonna go
heavy lifting.
Yeah, time for the heavy lifting. We're gonna go through Mr. Ahmaud, our brother. Rest in peace, Ahmaud Arbery. That Ahmaud Arbery trial started this week. There was big news surrounding the jury picking that was going on. I don't know if y'all remember that, but there was big things going around about, you know, how they were going to pick the jury for the Ahmaud Arbery case. And they basically, you know, there was a judge saying that the judge actually on the trial said there appears to be intentional discrimination in the jury selection, because they only selected one black juror, and usually they do the jury by the demographics of where you live. Now, the city where it happened, Brunswick, Georgia, is 55% black. Out of the 12 jurors, there's one black juror, and then they struck they could have had like 11 or 12, but they struck all of them except one. Now they justified this. Now the judge said he thought it was some racial stuff, but he ain't do shit about it, of course. I hate when they call stuff out and they act like they can't do nothing. Oh, I can't do nothing. Like, motherfucker, you the fucking judge. You can do something, bitch. But that'd be the worst. You call out the racism, but then you sit there and say benign neglect type shit and be like, well, you know, I can't do anything. Even though, yeah, it is racially motivated. They're doing it. But now they're saying that they had a reason to strike those jurors because a lot of the black jurors saw the case or whatever, you know, so they don't want them to have bias. That's the excuse they used.
Yeah, also being that one jeweler, though, that one black jeweler. Y'all imagine that?
Right. And also, but the thing that fucking makes me mad is that the defense attorneys also said that they needed more people to represent who their clients were. And they said bubbas. They called them bubbas down south. So, like, that's the word they use. Bubbas. So, like, that
who they call bubbas? Like, black people are called bubbas?
No, the white people.
Like
yeah.
I see.
Yeah, that's the word. They need some more bubbas on the jury stand. So the guys who drink beer, you know, basically, get bubba. Yeah, well, I'm coming down here, man. You know, them type motherfuckers.
So basically, they didn't want to influence the jury's decision, because that one person there, he can go ahead and it's pretty much he's not there anyway, because they're going to influence the decision anyway.
Yep. Yeah, man, and that's just crazy. So that the jury selection took 2.5 weeks, and then after that, you know what I'm saying, they started the trial. So basically what happened, everybody knows, on February 23rd, 2020, Arbery was shot dead in a confrontation with the McMichaels in the neighborhood of Satia Shores, outside the city of Brunswick in Georgia's Low Country. Arbery was on the jog, something he is known to do, according to those who knew him. When the McMichaels grabbed their guns and pursued Arbery, the men claimed to be conducting a citizen's arrest. Brian also joined the pursuit and recorded the shooting on a cell phone. Okay, so then we had the jury selection. You know, they only got one black juror on the whole trial. Now his mother, Arbery's mother cried when she heard that information. Like, but at the same time, she said she still feel justice gonna be served because it's so blatant. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That shit could be black and white on camera, and they'll still say no, not guilty. They was just making a citizen's arrest, and that's bullshit. We know it. So sister, don't cry too long. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep you in our prayers.
Hey, she's still steadfast though. She said,
yeah,
it's gonna be good.
Yep. She's still staying positive, man. Wanda Cooper Jones, Arbery's mother, said she decided to stay inside the courtroom while prosecutors played the video of the shooting that killed her son, and she wanted to get familiar with what happened. And she cried during that when they played that footage too. They said in court, and seeing her son, go out like that, and. So the defense makes its case. The defense attorney for one of the men accused of killing Arbery said his client acted in self-defense. He called Arbery's death a tragedy during his opening statements. Bob Rubin, one of the attorneys representing the defendant, Travis McMichael, painted a picture of a neighborhood that was fearful of break-ins and thefts. And he attempted to frame McMichael as someone who had responsibility to protect the Satia Short neighborhood where he lived, saying this case is about duty and responsibility in the first lines of the address queue. So who appointed and made him neighborhood watch chief and shit like that? You know what I'm saying? Where it's his responsibility and duty. Like that shit. That's why you see in the movies, they always say, tell the white motherfuckers, don't be a hero. You know what I'm saying? Because they motherfuckers, that's what they do. They feel like, just like how we doing in the world.
Like zeal is not welcome here.
Yeah, like that's just that thing that America does. We try to be everybody police and we try to regulate everybody. And then even in our neighborhoods, like you go to a neighborhood, I know we both seen plenty of videos from motherfuckers getting harassed going to neighborhood. And they be like, the white people be like, what you doing here? They be like, motherfucker, what you mean what I'm doing here? I can come to this neighborhood. Well, you don't live here. I never seen your. It's like the audacity and the nerve of somebody to come up to you and say that shit to you. I just don't think they get that shit. And like if I move in a neighborhood, if I see a white person, I don't know, I feel like shit, I'm gonna go up to them and do the same thing. Like, hey, what are you doing in this neighborhood? Who are you? Why are you here? You know what I'm saying? Like they'll feel some kind of way. They'll look at you crazy, damn near. Probably like, are you really serious? Yeah. It's like people, like I don't get people sometimes with that bullshit. But they did hold a vigil outside the Georgia courthouse, and they held a prayer vigil Friday morning. But what's y'all thoughts on this case going forward with all the stuff you know?
I really don't see them getting away with it. I mean, I know I'm sounding hopeful, but I'm thinking as far as the collateral damage, do they really want to risk their communities? Do the metropolitan centers in the country, do they feel like getting a riot squad out there and defending? And then, you know what I'm saying, if they could have gotten away with it, they probably would have eliminated all the black jurors. They can't do that. But I just think, just on the heels of the George Floyd verdict, I think we still got a little momentum.
I feel like it's fake justice. Because they already covered it up and kept it a secret for a long time. So right now they're just giving you a front job of, okay, we're going to try and do something about it. They're going to do everything to make him look like he deserved it.
Now let me throw you a pass, Chris, on that. You touched on something I wanted to hit on. Let me throw you a pass and let you run with it real quick. You hit it on the head. Now, you said it was fake because they already had some bullshit. Remember, the prosecutor was in trouble. They indicted her ass, remember, because she was helping them motherfuckers. So run with that.
That's what I mean by fake justice. That whole system is already established right there. And who knows that this same judge can be on it already. Like he can be all part of it. Because if the Cole County is 55% black and you only pick one person, you're already setting up for a vote for the jury to be influenced anyway. So that's what I mean. Like it's fake justice right there. I really don't feel like it's gonna be a guilty verdict at all. It's probably gonna have to go to federal.
What's your thoughts, Swag?
I really kind of agree with Chris, but I don't know, man. Maybe I'm pie in the sky today, feeling good, but I think they'll prosecute.
Okay, you think they're going down for that shit?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna get thrown under the bus like your man who had his knee on George Floyd's neck will, but they'll probably see their day of justice.
How much time you think they're gonna get?
Around 20.
A dub? Okay.
Well, this right here, this is like a life in prison case right here.
Yeah, I don't see him getting the full Monty though.
You think that they ain't getting the full money? That privilege gonna come out a little bit. They gonna get
it's gonna
probably a dub,
through.
25 piece. 25 piece.
I mean, we talking about the heart of fucking Dixie now.
Right.
I see the guy recording, he might get 20. And maybe I see some lengthy sentences going right there.
Man, I would hope, but so you're saying that you think it's going to have to go federal to get those sentences?
Yeah, it's going to have to go federal.
Okay. I'm talking about at the municipal level.
No, ain't nothing about to happen right there. There's about to be some partying in the streets again, all the above. It's not happening.
Hey, what'd you say? You said businesses start boarding up now.
Board the shit up.
Because it's going down.
It's going the hell down.
The spirit of Tupac and Ogun is coming out. God damn it. And Shaka Zulu, Ogun, and Tupac is coming out. God damn it. We in every major motherfucking black city, we tearing shit up if this shit don't go the way we want.
You think about all the people out there that like to call you boy, they gonna be out there saying, not guilty. That boy, he calls that. That boy calls that.
Yeah, they already in front of the courthouse protesting already about the jury selection. So they already they already jumping on that. So this shit. I mean, it's just in the coming months. It's just starting. So it's about to get real ugly out there, man. Hopefully not. Hopefully justice will be served and we ain't gotta go through all that. It's like, damn, we always gotta fucking act the fool to get justice for us, man. I hope it just be.
I just wanted to, whatever happens, I just want it to happen without rioting and looting and that shit. Because we do that at home. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we going down the fucking Saks Fifth Avenue.
No, actually they did. The last run, they was in Chicago when the George Floyd, they went downtown Michigan Avenue and the Gold Coast and all that. So this last time, I can't say, at least Chicago, I don't know about other cities. They didn't loot their own neighborhoods in Chicago.
Yeah, out here they didn't do it out here.
They went out to the rich areas.
They went
out to the rich areas in LA too?
Yeah, they were in Beverly Hills, Santa Monica.
Yeah. They getting smart now. They ain't tearing
like that.
Yeah, we ain't tearing our shit up. We tearing y'all shit. They shit up.
I'll be honest, it's a lot of the gangsters out here, the young dudes out here, they organize that shit. They start hitting all that stuff up. And everybody else will start bandwagoning. Because once you open that door up, everybody's hopping in there. White, black, Chinese, everybody's going in.
Yeah, that's the thing. Don't tear your neighborhood up. Don't tear your neighborhood up. Go tear their shit up. Don't tear our shit up. You got to use your shit. You know what I'm saying?
How about don't tear up shit and just protect your own?
You know what I'm saying?
That would be better. Just stay your asses at home. Or don't do protests, but damn.
Don't like it, but you know what I'm saying, don't contribute.
But as they say, no change come out without a little, you know what I'm saying? But it can't be changed without some kind of, you can't make change at home peaceful. They didn't take this country. They didn't take this country at home peaceful. They came and took this motherfucker. So
you said you gotta break some eggs to make it out.
You do, man. You got. I mean, of course, I don't like it either. But at the same time, we gotta. If we don't do nothing, that's all we really can do.
I can wrap my head around both schools of thought, but I'm just
because there's a negative part about that though. But living in LA, from the riots that we have, the effect for them riots is still there because those places where those businesses are, them lots are still empty. The neighborhood has changed and it messes up the demographics of everything. It's just like you have this eyesore sitting around for decades in a burnt building or empty parking lot. It's a long-lasting effect. So that's the worst part about the riot.
Well, see, a lot of the things is, and I don't think those areas sitting too long anymore like in the past when we was coming up, because none of those areas, they gentrifying those. The white people, they buying that shit up and gentrifying. So, Like even if there's some lots sitting open in LA, shit, let black people know we need to buy them. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, there's discrimination in real estate where they don't let us buy it. Like you could go out there. That's why they was trying to kill Nipsey, is because they wanted that lot he was in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he had primo real estate early.
That was primo real estate, dude, where he was. And he wouldn't sell it.
Hey, he was like Avon Barksdale and Stringer Bell.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Shout out to Nipsey, man. But yeah, man, we're gonna keep our eye on this trial right here. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Still what the guys are saying is correct. Try to keep a level head, you know what I'm saying? I don't want our people go out there and endanger themselves, get shot by the police trying to loot some shit or get some Jordans out of somewhere. If we're gonna riot and protest, like, do it for the right reasons. Don't, you know what I'm saying, all the Gucci. I don't want to get it twisted. I'm not with all that shit. I understand why people do it, but it's other people who ain't even out there for the protest and what's going on. They just out there to get their pockets rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just want to steal.
To come up. You know what I'm saying? No,
to come up.
I'm sure somewhere maybe 1 out of 5 of them just want to stick it to somebody.
But on the other hand, I can understand that too. With the wealth gap the way it is, and they won't give us reparations. I mean, goddamn,
that's some self-produced reparations.
You know what I'm saying? It works hand in hand. Because think about it, if we have reparations, motherfucker. Think about it, motherfucker. Like, and that takes me into my next thing. Think about it. If black people got $450,000 a person per household, we wouldn't be out there, motherfucking rioting this shit.
I disagree. I think they'd still be out there because it's a new generation of protesting. It's a mixture of I want to be greedy as hell and protesting.
Now, let's rewind that. 450,000. I don't think nobody gonna be out there. That's a lot of money. That ain't nothing to risk. Think about it. If somebody got 400, if you got 450,000 right now, like I don't think that's nowhere motherfucker like I got 450,000. I'm still going out here riding. Nah, I don't think. I think ain't really nothing to ride for no more.
Peaceful protests because they don't want to lose shit in court costs. So you probably see more peaceful protesting and more 60s like protesting.
Yeah. Because people forget, like, money changes things. $450,000 is a lot of fucking money.
To lose, then you know what I mean. You gonna go out there. And
that's my thing.
But I seriously don't think we can just not say nothing because we got our bread finally.
No. I mean, I'm not saying we're gonna say that. I'm just saying we wouldn't probably be out there.
Get out there riding. We get out there and have a well thought out plan and go out there on some weak shallow for curb shit.
There we
go.
You know
what I'm saying? And peacefully protest.
And that leads me to my next topic up in when we speak about 450,000. Your man, Jim Crow Joe Bizzle, Joe Biden.
Is that a missing poster right there?
Joe Biden. I know we ain't seen Kamala in a minute. Kanye was right on that. We ain't seen her a whole time and shit. In fact, okay, we're gonna.
That was on the View.
Yep. Well, President Joe Biden was asked by a Fox News report on Wednesday about a Wall Street Journal article last week that had reported the Biden administration is in talks to offer immigrants families that were separated during the Trump administration around $450,000 a person in compensation. The reporter asked Biden if such payments, which the journal said could amount to close to $1 million a family, could serve as an incentive for additional undocumented people to try to enter the U.S. Biden responded, "If you guys keep sending that garbage out, yeah, but it's not true." When the reporter asked Biden directly if this is a garbage report, Biden replied, "Yeah," then offering the first inkling of what specifically he was denying. Biden disputed the $450,000 figure. Biden asked $450,000 per person. Is that what you're saying? When the reporter confirmed, Biden said that's not going to happen. However, Biden basically, he was disputing the amount of the payments. He wasn't disputing that they're going to get payments because his press secretary, Jean Pierre, this Haitian, or I don't know what she is, but this sister, Jean Pierre, says that if it saves taxpayers dollars and puts the disastrous history of the previous administrative use of zero tolerance behind us, then they're perfectly comfortable with the Department of Justice settling with the individuals and families who are currently in litigation with the U.S. government. So basically, Biden is saying that He said, no, they're not gonna get 450,000, but they gonna get something. So
yeah, he tried to poo-poo it like fuck
right.
all that, but
right.
He
So
still got a price.
yeah, so he still got a price. So now that a lot of black people feel that's a direct slap in the face, because it's like we've been Joe Biden and the Democrats' backbone. The black vote has been, and since this administration has been in office, we were told before they got in office, give them a chance, y'all. By what people been calling the Biden sexuals, give them a chance, y'all. Let Joe get Jim get in there and do his thing. And then he even said, once we get in office, we'll talk about reparations. This motherfucker ain't talked about reparations since. He ain't mentioned it, and he said he's not going to do anything.
I said he ain't got Ice Cube in, nobody.
No, he ain't got Ice Cube in. He ain't done nothing. Now, what he has done, Biden has signed an anti-Asian hate crime bill. Biden has signed an expansion of LGBTQ equality in America. So he extended their status of their the laws that he put in effect. For the Hispanics, he put in the Hispanic Caucus statement on basically President Biden's Day One Immigration Executive Actions and Immigration Bill. So all these bills and things he's been doing for other groups, and when he was asked what he's gonna do for black people, Kamala, what did she famously say? Black people. I mean, I can't just say I'm gonna just do something just for black people. Well, everybody else seemed to be getting they fucking just fine. Whether it's the Asians got the hate crime bill and money, 50 million. The Hispanics got the immigration bill. Now, they trying to give the illegals 450,000. Well, no, he said not 450, but they trying to give them some money. LGBTQ got their hate crime bill extended, and their
I mean, even back to the days of Obese, Day One, he let them get married.
Right.
That's it's not money, but that's a symbolic gesture.
So my question is, and I have it here. I had a big question. My question is why. My question is, why is it hard? Why is it so hard for them to do something for black people? Like why we can't get a hate crime bill? I'm not even talking about reparations. We can't even get a hate crime bill, and we have the most hate crimes per year per any group. Even in the year that the Asians got their hate crime bill, we still have more hate crime bills against us than them, and they still got one. Only thing that Joe Biden has done to sign for black people is the 3 strikes bill and to put your black ass away for as long as he said. Because remember, he said famously, I'm gonna quote him. He said, "I don't want those black people," or so, he said something to the fact, "I don't want these black people around my kids, and you shouldn't either." So, I mean, with all this being said, the Dems came in at us hard, talking about we got to get Trump out of office. He's so bad. He's so racist in it. But the real racists look like Joe Biden in his administration, because they're doing bills that directly undermine the African American community, the black community, the foundational black community. I'm sorry. So it's like, how can we even trust them? You know what I'm saying? How can we can't trust shit that Biden or Kamala say. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. She AKA got chucks and pearls and none of that shit. She do all that, you know what I'm saying? That shit all look good as far as like a symbolic gesture that she AKA, she went to Howard and all. It's like they all need this with the symbolic gestures. We got a George Floyd statue. That's all the fuck we got out of this shit. We ain't got nothing. So like,
how do we statue out here?
Yeah. How do we proceed further? Go ahead.
Give me a chance to be a devil counterpoint / devil's advocate. Okay, so if they put something out strictly to black people, so I hear is that number one, they will never get reelected, and then by the time the second term comes around, that as far as like having the majority, the party that won the new office loses the majority after the first midterm. So, and this is true like for like the past 3 administrations. When Clinton got in, he had the majority for the first 2 years. When Bush got in, he had the majority for the first 2 years. When Obama got in, he had the majority only for the first 2 years. And so then by the time the second term comes around, they don't have enough steam to implement it. Now that's just what I was told. That's what I was told. That's just devil's advocate. I mean, I feel like you do, but
Yeah, it's up to Congress because if they don't want to approve, no matter what the hell you put out there, and they just say nope, 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 it ain't gonna happen. Not even an idea or a thought.
Now, what you say, I want to jump back to what Wayne said. That's true what he said, the first three. But think about it. Those three presidents you said, the constituency was black people. So in those 3 times, you got the black vote. Once your punk ass got in office, you didn't do shit for us. That's why you lost the vote.
I mean, the same thing happened to George Bush. Now, he would never fucking just give us money being a Republican. I mean, that's not how they're really constructed it. But, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
but George Bush didn't get a majority black vote though either though. That's the difference.
I mean, I'm just stating similarity. Remember, I'm just devil's advocate.
I know. I'm just saying though that you got to understand. Bush, he did that was his constituency was black people. Obama's constituency was black. Clinton's constituency was black, the reason he won. And this last idiot, Biden, his constituency was black. That's why he won. Because remember, they say all black women came out. Black women saved Joe Biden, black women. And now all those 3 times, we ain't got shit. Now, I can understand, like, people, and I think that's a cop-out to say, well, if they do that, then they ain't gonna get elected again. Well, if they don't do it, it's showing right now that they not gonna get elected again because the Democrats are losing because we not coming out because they ain't doing shit for us. So I'm just saying it goes both ways. Like, if they don't, like, you can say people, you know, that's always the cop-out for these motherfuckers when they get in office. Is that, well, I want to do something for you guys, but I know if I put it through, they're gonna strike it down. Well, y'all ain't even trying. I don't think that's the case because nobody has tried to do shit. Like, even like I said, I'm not even just talking about reparations. I'm talking about a fucking anti-hate crime bill for black people. That hasn't even been pushed through. Remember they got the George Floyd bill that they trying to push. That motherfucker ain't even went through yet, and this motherfucker is on camera dying. So it's like, like that's why I say, like, I'm not this big person into voting because, like, voting don't do shit for us, obviously. Because think about this: we go vote. They get in office, they don't do shit for us. We don't vote. They get in office, they don't get in office. So we ain't gotta worry about them doing shit for us. See, that's the way I look at it. Like, if you just vote to vote, the people, they think about that. That's why they don't respect our vote. They like, oh, these niggas gonna vote for us. These black motherfuckers gonna vote for us anyway. That's why Joe Biden thought. So now that black people are waking up and seeing like, damn, they really not about to do shit for us. Then that's the strategy. Withhold your vote until they do something for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, what's the point of voting just to vote?
I'm all for voting, and I do like voting, but I feel like the energy should go into different parties. We really need to break out of the Republican and Democratic way of thinking and start really looking at these grassroots and independent organizations.
Yeah,
a lot of them do offer some good things, but they don't get heard or it's not put out there. And if you think about it, if more minorities or just anybody in general just really look at what they're talking about.
Hey, I was just spitballing some shit with my dad, and then I brought up to him, okay, just as a what if, let's just say that ADOS became a political party, right? The descendants of American black descendants of slaves.
It supposedly is already.
Okay, now let's just say they come up with a nice little platform and a campaign. And
they lost half the vote just because of the name.
Hell yeah, he said it would take so many votes for the Democrats that the Republicans would and we're gonna have to have my dad call in at least if we don't have him properly one day. He was saying that the wrath that the Republicans would have against black people at that point would be like nothing we've ever seen. Now, my dad is 73 years old.
Yeah, different time.
The party with our best interests at heart and knows how to implement that and still be, I guess, diplomatic enough to be acceptable. That's what we need. And like I said, it will be me, but I got too many secrets. So
yeah. See, the thing about it's just like I'm gonna put these bitch ass motherfuckers up here too. The Congressional Black Caucus, just like they don't do Clyburn and all. They don't do shit. They don't do shit for us. They don't do shit for us. They serve no fucking purpose. They don't get nothing done. They don't get shit passed. All they do is sit there and collect money and talk shit. So it's like, fuck a black congressional caucus, because they don't do nothing for black people. Like, all they do is sit there and get paid off and do nothing. What laws have they passed? None. You know what I'm saying? I was just watching a thing where they was so this fucking Clyburn idiot, he was so enthralled with getting Native Americans, Mongolian Native Americans, their reparations and shit before us. But then when you mention that to him about black reparations, oh, we can't do it. Oh, it's like I don't understand what this self-hating is that we don't. It's like we don't want to see ourselves win. You know what I'm saying? And like,
every man for themselves. I made it. Like, why can't you? Right?
You know, that's the thing. And but how you gonna, like you said, like, you can't pull yourself up out no bootstraps if it ain't no straps. Like, if a motherfucker got a 400-year head start on you money wise, how you gonna catch up to that?
And even if they do ahead of time, they take your stuff. Exactly.
When, like Bruce Beach, like when you do get some kind of wealth, they sit there and take it. So like, that's what I was saying, black people, we can't hide behind our wealth and just be like, well, I'm rich now. What about the rest of you niggas? No, it ain't like that, nigga. You still one of us. They gonna let you find, they could take that shit away from your ass anytime. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm all for withholding the vote until they give it. Because think about this. You know why? If they lose one election, boom. If they lose another election, guess what they gonna think? They gonna be like, you know what? We got to get these motherfuckers what they want so we can get in office. If I withhold from you, if just like my man said in BMF, if I cut your water off, you can't even you can't wash your ass, you can't take a shit, you can't do nothing. If I cut your heat off, you can light candles. You know what I'm saying? You can make it with that, but like, we got to cut a motherfucker's water off. We got to cut a motherfucker's water off, man. Like,
maybe one election, man, we gonna have to drive the hard point. But do you see that really making a change?
Yes. How is that not making it? So you voting? Have you voting made a change? No. So yes, think about it. Think about just what happened in Virginia. The they just lost. They just lost Virginia because we didn't come out, because they didn't give us what we want. And guess what the Democrats tried to do? They tried to blame that on black people. So you want to blame us for y'all not winning Virginia, but you don't want to do shit for a black motherfucker. So it's like, I don't see how you feel bad about that. There you go. There you go.
What you need to be comfortable with is the weekend high, like and subscribe.
Like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. On that note, Chris segues right into them. Hey, like, subscribe, share, right.
Hit that
y'all.
shit.
Yeah,
hit the buttons, fam. Hit the buttons, fam.
Yeah, we're going to segue into something. We went deep for a little bit. We're going to get off. We're going to go back and get a little more high for the weekend high. We're going to get a little light on them. We got your man, my man, a little short ass nigga, Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion back in the day. Boy, Megan, boy. I don't know about her. I you know what I'm saying? She's a good sister. She too, you know what I'm saying? Young sister, good, doing her thing. God bless.
I didn't sound
yeah, they back in the day. The reason they back in the news is Tory Lanez, he declines the plea deal. Faces felony charges for assaulting Megan Thee Stallion. Tory Lanez was unable to reach a plea deal regarding charges that he shot Megan Thee Stallion and will now be prepared for trial. During the court on November 3rd, his lawyer Sean Holly agreed that Lanez, born Daystar Peterson, that nigga real name is Daystar Peterson, will return to court on December 14th.
You going in on that man name?
About what happened during the preliminary hearing.
That nigga was named after a set-top box.
That nigga named Daystar. It seemed like his name would have went with Daystar. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like a rap name.
You gotta have the cable provider where he came from.
Daystar. I said Deputy District Attorney Kat Ty told Rolling Stone magazine that they plan on the Most High rapper giving a 90-minute testimony. Lanez pleaded not guilty to felony assault charges back in November 2020. As in every case, the lawyers for the parties discussed the possibility of resolving the case. This case is no different. Lanez, who already is a 2-time felon, is charged with assault with a semi-automatic firearm and carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle. If he's convicted, he faces 22 years and 8 months in prison. Megan Thee Stallion accused Lane shooting her in her feet on July 12th, 2020 after they left the party at Kylie Jenner's house. Lane has maintained his innocence since she made these allegations. The case took a turn when it was ruled that Lane's violated a criminal restraining order by being near the Big Old Freak rapper during the Rolling Loud Music Festival in Miami over the summer. Lane's made a surprise appearance during the baby's performance right after she left the stage. After it's ruled that he violated the restraining order that he stated he must not get within 100 yards of her, his bail was increased from $190,000 to $250,000. Lanez has been out on bail since October 2020. What y'all think about that? So Tory Lanez say, "Fuck this! I'm going to trial on you, bitch. I'm fighting this shit. Goddamn it."
Hey, I got a question. Did the state take the case and pressing charges, or is Megan still pressing charges?
I believe this is her and the state. Cause remember, it's just her pressing charges. This is her pressing charges. She accused him on July 20, on the July 12th, 2020 date. But yeah, this is her pressing charges against her. I mean, and the firearm went off too. So that's the state go get involved.
Yeah. I was just wondering if this was her pushing the ticket, or was just the state being the state.
Does
No,
anybody know what happened? Like, why? How did this shooting happen?
They still don't know the details of why. Like, he popped her, shot her in the feet in the car. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people.
My speculation.
A lot of
saying some emasculating shit.
Well, it's rumored that the reason he shot her. Now, this is a rumor, allegedly, and this allegedly on everything that we doing here. But it's allegedly, the rumors are that he was in the car with her and they was getting kind of freaky deaky, and like he found out she had a dick or some shit, like she was a man, and he popped her. I mean, that's the rumor. I'm just saying that she had a penis. Like that, it's a rumor. There's a rumor going around that he had that Megan Thee Stallion is a man, and that's why he popped her. She's a transsexual, transgender, and that's why he popped her, because he didn't know what to expect. Like, he seen her shit and was like, oh shit, like, I got the pop in her ass. And that's one rumor.
We have the meats.
Yeah, Stallions are male horses.
He was trying to steal her shoes and shit. Like, give me them damn Jordans. Same shoe size.
Stallions are male horses, so
Hey, man, if I was to put money up on the board, I would say they got into it. Alcohol was involved.
Yep.
Right.
She said something about his diminutive stature, and he couldn't take it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, and that's the other narrative too, that they got an argument in it. No, that's not the narrative. The narrative, they got an argument in the car because, like, I guess I want to say like Tory Lanez was hitting on Kylie Jenner, and Megan didn't like that because they were supposed to be dating at the time, and like I guess like he got called out for fucking around. He was at the party with her, and I guess some other hoes or whatever. I mean, hey, bitches, side jump offs, whatever you want to call them. I'm speaking like it's just me and you, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what happened. Like that, she didn't like how he was, clingy on Kylie Jenner, and she talked about it like they got in an argument and he popped her in the feet or some shit. So we'll see how this turned out.
Got cock blocked and got hot.
Kylie want you, I wanted that, man. You know what I'm saying?
And I can see, because I seen the footage when they were getting arrested. Like, that was hell of embarrassing right there. Like, she was just hopping out the car, walking back with her feet bleeding. They had to lay on the ground.
Bomb feet.
Like, all the helicopters were flying above. It's live on TV. Like, that's hell of embarrassing.
She got the stigmata feet now. She got the stigmata feet. That motherfucker.
Go, boy.
Like I said, let me bring you closer to.
Well, hopefully they resolve that right there, man, and get that done. And I think he might see some jail time. He may not. But
yeah, it's possible that motherfucker probably go see a little jail. I don't think he gonna see much jail time if he do.
But damn, that would be his third strike right there, right?
See, that's what has me concerned. Andy is in California. That law is effect, ain't it?
Yep. That's you. You did it dead on here. That nigga's in California, 3 strikes rule, and he's a Canadian.
Oh, he gonna get deported.
Hell yeah, that nigga.
He gonna do some time.
Hell yeah, that motherfucker gonna be sentenced to 2 dozen pounds of Canadian bacon.
You ain't lying.
His ass gonna have to go home.
That's and once again, we gonna tempt y'all again with a whole live performance. Once we get the likes and the subscriptions, we're gonna do a live one, man, so y'all can comment and be here with us and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But other than that,
in real time.
hell yeah, y'all can get us in real time. It's coming soon, y'all. It's coming soon. We're gonna get it together, y'all. But thank you again for joining us. Thank you for liking, subscribing. Thank you for fucking with us, man. Cause we fuck with y'all. We love y'all, man. So love, peace, respect to everybody that watches the show, no matter what your race, creed, sexual gender, or whatever the fuck you identify with. We just fucking love you, man, on some spiritual side of the game. Fuck with it. Your boy KZ, your boy CT, your boy Big Swag. We out. Peace.
Hey, peace, y'all.